Hello, hello. So I'm gonna be reacting to the mission. I guess I should go to episode 1. I'm on episode 5, but I'll go back to episode 1 and react to that. It's quite a fascinating drama. Wonderful ads. Okay. Oh, I can't hear anything. Oh, I think I have to put on earpiece. Let's see if I can hear. Okay, yeah. There we go. So this is NAIZA Boom, my current favorite Zimbabwean drama channel. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, there we go. Okay. This is very interesting. So, okay, we have the Chipoko here. What I want to know is, I suppose back home it's a bit more common, like you just approach strangers and greet them, but me, I'm like, why you? I guess I'm a proper Londoner now, because I'm like, why are you approaching someone and just greeting them like that? You can clearly see something's weird about them. Yeah. Yeah, this is very an interesting interaction, but I really like this guy's acting. He's quite good at acting. When he's acting scared. What were you hoping would happen? Wasakana nechipoko. Okay. So it starts with this mystery lady. She was robbed and murdered. Who knows what else? Maybe raped. Who knows? Yeah. So these are the first two characters that are introduced. This man, we don't even know his name. We don't know the lady's name either, to be honest. But yeah, so they're the first two characters. She's a ghost, and he is just some random person. I guess we're gonna get to know more about them anyway. So it cuts to, I love these little bits where it's just showing. Now this is an interesting scene, a very interesting scene. I'm just gonna let it play out because I've seen it in more than one drama, and yeah, okay, I'll just let it play out. So wholesome.
Saka zvinoreka usaramba wachiro mabhurugwa aya indikadoti nditange futi zvikuwacha zvinaye ndinganonoke saka wanga wachiro mabhurugwa angu aya oyani kana kuti mabhurugwa aya ndichada kuzomashandisa ndadzoka.
Now these I don't know, that is the highest insult in Shona culture, to ask someone to wash your knickers. That's the highest insult you can insult someone with. It's just, you do not, no one is meant to touch your underwear. yeah, it's viewed. But I know in some cultures it's viewed as like a sign of respect. I don't know. But anyway, it's not meant to be done. Like, you don't do that. Maybe husband and wife can do that. Like, yeah, that's permitted for a husband and wife. But for just like, you don't do that. You don't give that to your friend. You don't. Even among husband and wife, it's like special circumstances. Like the person is unable to do it for themselves for whatever reason. And it has to be a good it has to be a goddamn good reason. So yeah, it's actually considered a high insult to ask someone to wash your underwear. I think the reason why it's permitted between husband and wife or lovers is because, like, you're exchanging bodily fluids anyway. Like, come on. Duh. So, but, or at least personally, that's how I view it. Among lovers, among, an intimate partner, as it were. You're already, like, there's nothing hidden between you. There's no secret between you. You already know how each other smells and how each other tastes. Depending on what you're into, you already know all of that. So there's nothing to hide. But asking a maid to, I would never ask the help to wash my underwear. Nah, that's even just to do my washing. I think now, because I'm a Londoner, or English, I've lived in England over 15 years, or just about 15 years. So literally half my life in Zimbabwe, half my life here. So to ask someone even to do my washing, my clothes washing, like, I wouldn't do that. I'd rather do it myself. I'd rather it piles up. I'd rather it piles up and stinks and just leave it. I'll do it eventually. So anyway, this is a critical moment because this is the cause of all what's going to happen later, is this request. And to be fair with you, I sympathize with Shinurai, because how dare you? How dare? Let's watch the rest. Zvipika. It was, so why all this time? Why did you wait until all this time to ask her to do that? I don't understand. Your reasoning doesn't make sense all of a sudden. I think this is the writer didn't know how to create tension, so they just created a common complaint that workers in Zimbabwe have, probably people who work in homes, housekeepers. I don't like the term maid, so I'm really avoiding it, but that's what they're called. They're called maid, or mskana webasa, or mkomana webasa, like house girl or houseboy. Some are male. I don't like that because it stinks of colonialism. Like, it's not a girl, it's a woman. It's a grown-ass professional person. Yeah, you're not even paying them enough. Yeah, okay, fair enough. They eat. They don't have to worry about bills or rent or whatever. But they're working. They're washing your clothes. They're freaking washing your dishes. They're treating you like kings and queens. They deserve pay. If you're gonna ask her to do that, give her extra pay. Yeah? so that she at least she feels respected. But even then, even with the money, even if you were to throw the money at her, I wouldn't do it for any amount of money if I were her. So I don't blame Shinurai for refusing to do this. And she tried to refuse very politely. She's like, oh, I don't know how to do this. Of course she knows how to wash the knickers. She's just trying to refuse politely, and the woman is just insisting. It's quite disgusting, quite entitled. It just really rubs, it reeks of colonialism. It's like, why are you treating your own person worse? Well, I don't know how the white people were, to be honest. Let me know. Me, I'm a born free. I don't know what the white people were doing. I don't know what it was like to work as a house. That would be an interesting thing, to like an interesting interview. Like, were the white people worse to work for? Who knows? Shakasiana, come on now. This is abuse of power. Clear abuse of power. I don't like it. Anyway, so the knickers, the offensive ads. So in the end, she. That's really horrible and disgusting. Even Shinurai's later, I still sympathize. To me, Shinurai she's going to emerge as kind of a hero. I don't know, or an anti-hero maybe. Who knows? We don't know much about these characters, to be honest. They're just showing us. Yeah, they're doing a lot of showing and not a lot of telling, and that's good because that's what keeps us hooked. We keep wanting to watch. We're like, okay, what's Shinurai gonna do? What's Madam gonna do? How is this all gonna play out? You're already seeing, okay, you're already making inferring things about their character. Oh. And to be fair, Shinurai here reacts quite well. Yeah, she's snarky, she's got attitude, but if you think about how she could have reacted, how I would have reacted, she reacts well, and it's just a mark of, I think, Zimbabwean people. We're very enduring. I'll say that, patient and enduring. We don't go from 0 to 100. We'll like go to 30, 40. We just go up in levels, or we'll, but yeah, don't be fooled. Don't be misled. There's still very much. Anyway, you will see what Shinurai does about all this. Don't think she's letting it go. I bet she doesn't even wash them in the end, but here we go. Now this bit is like, dude, really? I was like, really? You really gonna do? Look at that. Ew! But I mean, obviously she's wearing shorts underneath or something, but you could already tell she was on her way out. This woman was already planning, even without what she discovered. She had just been dreaming of the day. Look how beautiful my country is, guys. Even in the squalor, it's beautiful. Look how clean they keep the place. No one's helping them. They do that all themselves. Look how pretty it is. Look at those trees. Look at that sky. Me, I miss home. And the food. Oh, I'm telling you. Oh my God. The food that is cooked in these places. You can't find that food anywhere. Honestly, it's beautiful. Right, here's another character that's introduced. Duff. The songs are really interesting because it's like little intros. I guess the songs work in the same function as a chorus. Like we learnt in Antigone, like in Greek tragedies, you have the chorus that acts as the intermediary between the characters and the audience, and kind of like sets the tone of how we're supposed to view the characters, and it's kind of telling you, oh, this is how you're expected to view this person. If you're not viewing them the way the song is saying to view it, then you're weird. You basically. But listen, me, I'm reacting my own reaction. How I react is fine. Jacaranda. Did you see the jacaranda tree? Look there. Ah! Jacaranda tree. Okay, basically she's been sent to get oil and salt, I think. Right. Okay, so she's going in to check it. She leaves her salsa. Dafu. Mashura, Mashura. Mashura, Mashura. Oh no! Oh, damn! Oh, Jesus! Oh. That good Muriwo. Ish, that jacaranda is so beautiful. I want to sit in there. It would be full of ants though, wouldn't it? I don't know. Ants. I remember the ants. The oil and the salt. The food is gone. Dafa no penga. So in Zimbabwe, this is it's not a lie. Like, literally, you see here they have like carers and they have people with them and they have homes for them and all that. Now back home they're just roaming about, just out there. Like, she has her sister, at least she has her sister to look after her, so that's why she's like, you can tell she bathed and stuff. But usually they're just roaming the streets, just, some of them don't even have family. They just roam around till they die. People will feed them, maybe give them clothes and stuff, but they just roam around. They're just part of the fabric of society in Zimbabwe. Like, there's no institutions really, unless you're like super wealthy. Like the woman in the beginning, their family must be wealthy, because she's saying this auntie of hers has a sickness of the heart. Basically it means mental illness. So they can afford for the aunt to be looked after in a hospital, but that costs a lot of money. So the majority, the ordinary people, just that's how they live now. Hey, solo. Oh yeah, NAIZA Boom uses a lot of the same a lot of the same actors for it's fine if I don't make money from these. That's not the intention of this. So you see all this music stuff that is very much in homage to Nigerian movies, that these introductory songs, these chorus songs. Okay, it's not really, it's just the introduction to Solo as a character. So he's either acting as someone drunk, but he's always impaired. he's always impaired in some way, disabled in some way, either through addiction or, in this case, I believe is through genetic impairment. So he's working as a gate boy. This is a very Nigerian concept. I suppose they do it now in Zimbabwe. I don't know, but in the past, you would have the house girl, the maid, the you know. I wish there was another word I could use. You'd have the maid, you'd have the helper in the house, and then you'd have a garden boy who looks after the garden, and then the garden boy is the person who opens the gates as well. So having someone strictly for the gate is unusual in Zimbabwe. That's more of a Nigerian thing, but obviously, I mean, listen to the name of the production company, NAIZA Boom. So clearly there's elements from Nigerian, from Nollywood films, which I love. Like, I love Nigerian films, I love Nollywood films, dramas. This isn't a film, really, it's a drama. There's episodes. It's a series. So, you know, I love that. I just want to make it clear that, well, I'm talking about 2009. I left Zimbabwe January 2009. I do not know the standing of things now. So perhaps in Zimbabwe it's now common to have. But even that hat, that is more Nigerian style of dressing more than Zimbabwean style. So, but it's interesting. Okay. Let's see where else. Okay, she leaves. The cinematography. Look at that. The photography, the cinematography is just immaculate. I love it. The video quality, because usually you see the camera quality for things is quite bad, but with these it's really top notch, and you know, it makes me proud. I like it. It's true representation. This is what Zimbabwe is like. You know, what you see on those charity videos, that's not real. This is the real Africa. You know, there's houses, there's cars, there's electricity. You know, we live like everybody else on the planet lives. You know, the majority of the planet. The standard of living in places like the UK is extremely exceptional. This is the general standard of living for the majority of the population on the planet. Believe it or not, you know, it's just normal every day. You know, struggle for survival, but you know, we make it work, and we have phones, we do everything that everybody else does. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now we get introduced to Blackie. Blackie, she always makes me laugh. Blackie and her boyfriend, who she's now pressuring to marry, as you will see. Thatched roofs. Let me tell you, there is nothing cooler than thatched roofing. Like, if you really want like proper air conditioning, have a thatched roof. Honestly, if you live in a warm climate and you want your house to be cool and you don't want to pay whole heap of money for air conditioning, thatched roof, that's it. That's all you need. It's so cool in there, I'm telling you right now. You might even need a jumper. Chunga.
Zvinokana uchiti kuri nani chii chingave chichinetsa
Chonga nezuro ndichaenda kumvura ndakasana nemusikana ndakadzisana achiti ndikarume
Mukoma nekumanya kwedu akarora. Baba wangu na mama wangu kusvika pakunifunza naye ucharorwa rini.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so her wahala is that she wants to be married and he is not yet able to afford to pay the bride price because he's paying for his sister's school fees. So this is the introduction to these characters. Now, so far we've been introduced to the ghost woman and that man. We've been introduced to Shinurai. Shinurai! I even like her name. And Madam, I don't know her name. We don't know her name yet. We just know that she's a madam. She's a woman of means. Solo. And now we have these two. So these are, I'm guessing, the 7 main characters. And we've also kind of been introduced to this guy's sister indirectly through their conversation. So we can tell there's already conflict in this couple. And it's just, you can already tell it's just going to be disaster from here on out. It's like, why do you guys do this to yourselves? I mean, I guess I used to really feel like, oh, people, you should just leave or whatever. But I no longer tell people to leave or stay in a relationship. It's up because only they know. Only those two people know what's going on between them. Only those two people know what it's like when they are on their own and when they are together, and the difference and whether it makes them happier or not. They might not look happy to you. They might, but you don't know that they are happier than when they were alone. So me, it's up to that person what they want to do in that moment. I don't judge people's relationships anymore. I used to judge a lot hard. But anyway, that was my reaction to The Mission episode 1. Let me know if you want to see more of these and I'll do more. Yeah, it's fun, interesting, and later.